welcome to week 2 of my diet log entitled "Fat Loss for a Moron." How a fat lifter got shreddy. Um, so you'll see up at the top left my starting weight, which is 106 kilos, and my current weight, which is 103 kilos. 3 kilos is a sharp drop, and probably a bit more than I was looking to lose. Quite a lot of these things can be water weight or glycogen. More so on a low carbohydrate diet, which I feel I'm eating quite a lot of carbohydrates. But you'll see when my macro split comes up that I'm following probably a lower carbohydrate diet that's probably recommended. This is the average of last week. 30% proteins, bang on my target. 25% of fat, that's slightly low, and 44% of carbohydrate, that's moderately high. The application is recommending a much higher carbohydrate intake, but I'm going to stick to 40%. 30, 30, 40 just feels right. Not noticeably leaner yet, I don't think. Certainly I'm lighter. This is my calories from last week. So see, I started tracking on Tuesday of last week. Friday was Domino's Pizza, chucked that over. Saturday was Saturday, so sweets and shit, chucked that over. And then Sunday was a free-for-all. I didn't think Sunday was going to be that bad, to be honest. Started off with a fry-up for breakfast. Then didn't really eat much. What was dinner on Sunday night? Can't remember off the top of my head. Wasn't anything too bad. Shit, it was a chippy, I think. And loads of chocolate. So Sunday was not a good diet day, and that chucked me over quite bad. One thing that is good about looking at this metric though is that beforehand, I would always have my diet would be pretty tight, or at least pretty good, Monday through to Thursday. Friday would get a little bit naughty, because we'd have a pretty shitty dinner. We'd have a takeout. When I was drinking as well, I'd have some beers, and that would probably add it quite drastically to my calorie intake. And I've obviously continued and worsened the trend as Saturday and Sunday went. So one thing I'm going to change this weekend is I'm going to be cleaner, or not cleaner, eat less, shall we say, rather than cleaner. Just eat less shit. I'm still going to eat shit, but not so much of it. Coming up is this week. As you can see, my calories are well under maintenance. This thing, pretty sure it minuses your exercise calories off your current intake. Because I've been eating quite a lot on some of these days. Like Tuesday, I had about 3,500 calories. I do walk to and from work, so that's like 4 miles. I think that's worth about 400 calories. Plus, I train for 60 minutes to 90 minutes a day with weights, which isn't so much calories, but it all adds up to about 1,000 calories. So as long as the weight loss stays, then by those things I should be able to get away with eating quite a lot, which is nice. So a couple of little witchcraft tricks. First of all, I had no idea just how much calories I was actually eating to put on that sort of weight. I'm eating right now what seems like a lot of food, but it must be less calories than I was eating beforehand, because I've lost 3 kilos, so that's come from nowhere. Well, that obviously hasn't come from nowhere. That's come from eating less food. I haven't really started. Still eating chocolate. I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer. Just eating whatever the hell I want, really. One thing that I have been eating, which is quite good and not very calorie dense, is I've been eating like frozen berries, so 200 or 300 grams of frozen berries with some light whipping cream on top, and that makes quite a substantial little meal or dessert, and that's only worth maybe 200-300 calories. It's quite a big thing of food, so that's quite decent. Eating a lot of meat, eating a lot of vegetables. I have been eating breakfast, only a small breakfast, nothing hugely substantial. Probably 100-200 grams of meat, some low carb bread, coffee of course, and I was having some berries with cream. Well, that was only Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Didn't have anything this morning. Lunch has been fairly substantial, and dinner's just been whatever's going. I've got chili tonight, so it's going to make quite a large whack of calories because I have that with the wraps. So far, pretty easy, going fairly well. See how next week goes. Keep the exercise high. Maybe readjust the calories next week if we get towards 100 kilos. I don't want to get too light on this diet. Well, I do want to get shredded, so that might mean that I'm going very low with the weight loss. We'll see what happens. I'm planning to cut for 16 weeks, say, and then I want to put weight back on for the British Championships, which are in October, I think. So I want to get fat for those so I can squat more. Okay, so that's this week's update. Nothing really crazy or substantial to report. This is Mark Keys of CastIronStrength.com signing off. See you next week.